So, welcome back everybody, and to the next episode of Exehaven Harbour. And as you can see on the cutting mat, ready for work, if you like, I've got the next sections of wall for the windows to go in, and I'm not sure whether you can see that, but that's the glass that backs it, both pieces up like that. So very easy to put this part together, and I'm really satisfied how that stonework come out. And apologies for shadows and things, but it really is very good, and especially to the naked eye it looks brilliant. I'm not even sure I'm going to weather it actually, because the variance in colours and things gives it a look of weatheredness, if that's a word. And I'm quite satisfied with how it looks. We might do a little bit of weathering, we'll see. But as you can see with the windows, I have given them a coat of white. It just takes that plastic looking edge off, and all I've used for that is the matte white from Rail Match. I've got two other pots from Rail Match. I've got the SR stock or BR stock green for the Southern Railway, and we've got BR cream. These will all be the colours that will be used, obviously, because it is kind of depicting a Southern region type station. And I've also got a station canopy kit. This will anglicise the building somewhat, and these will go on the outside, and we'll see how that works. I haven't quite figured that out yet, so an exciting part of the build, trying to figure that out. Just another thing, of course, I always shop in the Tesco beauty section, but I've got these nail files for £1. Really useful. I'm on my first one, and I've had it going since the beginning of this build, and it's still fine. There's quite a lot in the pack, and I just thought I'd give you that little tip if you're looking for something like that. They're much cheaper than buying the ones that you can get, let's say from Tamiya and all that sort of stuff. There's a rougher side and a finer side, so you know, you've got two different types there, and it's worked very well for filing off burrs and things off of this. And I just wanted to show you 4 pieces that I finished, you know, prior to actually being put together for construction. The doors have been painted in the Southern Region green, and as I say, I've painted the windows white, and the stonework looks really good. I hope you agree with that, but I think even in the harshness of the camera, that looks really good. So obviously I've got these 2 more to do, these 2 more sides, and I'm looking forward to them, because as soon as you put the window frames and doors in, the building takes on so much of a different character. And I'm also very pleased that it actually looks, the colour that I've used was that khaki spray paint that I got from Halfords, and that wash of cement. It's actually made it look so much different to what the cover picture looks like on the box. So, you know, already I'm thinking kind of a Portland stone. I don't know whether you agree with that, but something similar to that, and it kind of be fitting for the region really. So yeah, I'll move on, and I'll come back to you once I've got started on the next bit. Right, so progress has been made, as you can see. Really pleased how these are going together. This is a great kit, and you know, I've finished fitting most of the windows and doors now. Well, I have, and it's done. And what I'm doing is this bottom piece with the platform and so on has been really useful for keeping it square as you put it together. I am having a little debate with myself whether I'm going to keep this or not, but the likelihood is at the moment I am. I'm just going to work out a colour that I can do this in. If you can see, it's paving slabs. So again, I'm in a little debate about that, whether I want paving slabs or not, but I think I'm going to keep it like that if I do it, because there'll be too much faffing around otherwise. I've thought about putting some filler over the top, but I'm not even going to bother doing that, I don't think. But like I say, I'm having a debate whether I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to build it in, but these aren't fixed in there. They're not glued in. All the sides have been glued together, obviously, but it's looking good. The southern region green is there, and as we pan back a little bit, there's some more sides to be fitted, which will go into the larger piece here. Some of these bits have got to be taken out yet, but that will be done perhaps later today, once I've decided on the colour scheme for all of this. So we'll see how that goes. Some of the internal walls, so there's some southern region cream and green going on there, and I've done these plain walls in much the similar way that I've done the brick walls outside, or the block walls. I've basically done the khaki paint and given them a wash. It's a little bit darker, but it looks fine, absolutely fine. So I'm happy with that. So another couple of little things that I wanted to show you. Well, so there are a couple of things, especially to do with the station. We'll move over here, and this was something else. This was one of the big things that I got from DM Toys, and one of the reasons why I'm having the 3 platforms now is that I've got this overall roof kit. I really liked it, and what prompted me, I was watching something on YouTube, and funny enough, at the same time I was looking at this kit because it come up in my inbox, because I subscribe to DM Toys, and I saw it and I thought, blimey, that looks very similar to, I can't remember what station it was now in London, it's gone, but the roof design was very, very similar. Not so much the canopy down the side, that may not be fitted, we'll see how that goes, but that will fit over the platforms in front of the station building. So you can imagine that's the front of the station, and behind that will be the overall roof as well. So I've got to work how that fits in. Now the station will be raised up a little bit, and out of interest I just bought this as a sort of well, they call it a stairway with railing, but it'll give me some sort of way of getting down from the station to perhaps the car park in front of it, and we'll see how that goes. But the thing is, if it doesn't actually work with the station, it's going to fit in on the layout somewhere, one of the seafronts at Budley Regis or down at Exehaven there. We'll see if we can fit that in, but it's a lovely little kit, all laser cut, and I'm looking forward to putting that together. And I don't know whether you remember me mentioning last time, when you order stuff from DM Toys, you get a free gift. And this was my free gift, a ventilation set. And I thought that might look good on side of some of the buildings that we're going to build over the time. So that come for free. Now something else which is quite big, and I've been waiting for, and it's turned up in the last couple of days. If you remember, I'm sure you do, the Carpathia. Well, the company that make Carpathia, JSC, I got in contact with them because the Carpathia is 1/250 scale, which is a little bit smaller than N-gauge, but it'll probably work. But the Carpathia technically is a practice for me before I make the actual ships for the harbour. But anyway, like I say, I got in touch with JSC, and I think it was Borgaz who runs the company. I might be wrong on that, so apologies for that. But I asked if he could make me a kit in N scale, 1160, which is the European N gauge. I know it's slightly smaller, but this is a coal carrier basically, or coal carrier. You'll see that up the top there. And I just thought it's quite reasonably priced actually. I mean, I think this thing being specially made for me, because they've never done one in 1160 before, or N scale. It was only £30, I think, including postage and packing, which was very good, considering he had to do quite some work around, I think, to get it. And the reason, because I had a whole list of kits that I would have liked in N scale, but I decided to go with one first of all, because Borges said to me he's not sure how it's going to work in N scale. So it's come, and it as usual, it's beautiful. I mean, I've got to cut all these bits out. It's going to take some time, but it's really lovely. It's on lovely card to cut as well. It's not too thick, and you know, as you've seen with the Carpathia, it's coming together okay, and I've made quite a few mistakes on the Carpathia, but it still looks good. So this is for the future, obviously. But once I've built this, if this goes together well, then I'll be back in touch with them and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, brilliant stuff, and I can't wait to get cracking. But at the moment, like I say, the station project is ongoing. It being the summer holidays, it's difficult to fit a lot of the time in, or get a lot of time to work on it, but hopefully later today I'll be doing a bit more. Got a few bits to do this morning, so I'll be starting on it this afternoon. So I'm going to leave that there. We'll probably do a little running session at some point if I can fit that in, and we'll close that as the video out when I've done that, but I'll speak to you then, and I'll see you in the next segment. So okay, welcome to this episode's running session, and as you can see, I've got the mighty Westerns running, and we've got my Old Faithful, the very first loco that I bought, the maroon Western. And if we move over here, as we can see my latest acquisition, the desert sand colour. This one's got a full rake of, or it did have a full rake of trucks. I've just noticed it's come adrift, so I shall be back in a second. So there we go again. The last 4 wagons had come adrift. It's been running beautifully for the past 15 minutes, no hassle. Typical. Get the camera on. And off she goes. I haven't run anything out here for 2 weeks. What with varying things. I've been away for a few days. Had other jobs to do, all the other stuff. Been working on the station, as you will have seen. So I haven't even cleaned the track today. I've just got out here, and again this week I'm going to be painting the cabin outside because it's due a paint. I was meant to do it last year, but our trip to Australia got in the way of that, and so I'm going to get cracking with that next week. So really the main focus at the moment is the station, getting that built, and that's coming on beautifully. And I'll do another probably the thumbnail will show you how it stands at the moment. But it's not often, or this hasn't happened too much, the two Westerns running together, so this is a good opportunity today. And you know, Exehaven really is a Western themed layout, although, you know, the harbour is a southern region station in my head, but it's the mixture of the two, where the two lines cross, which fascinates me for some reason. Goodness knows why. Yeah, so at the moment it's very much focused on the southern region, as it were, because I'm building the station. So I'm toying with Exehaven Central, which will sit down here. Whether that's going to be Great Western or not yet, it may very well be, and then I'll have another station to make, which will be Budleigh Regis, and I'll have to decide whether that's southern or western as well. So Budleigh Regis will kind of be like a, I don't know, it's like a branch line station really, but I want to give it a little bit more emphasis than a small country branch station. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And here they are, talking about bridges, crossing the bridge. So hopefully we're going to get this video out for Friday. Today is Monday. It's difficult getting both of them in shot for the length of these trains. I think this Western, the Maroon Western, is pulling a rate of 9 coaches. It's got 2 dap-hole sort of like goods vans at either end. Post vans, whatever they may be, I can't remember for the life of me now. There's one in brown and cream, and the old blood and custard. Is it blood and custard? I think it is. Kind of both exactly the same, but just obviously from slightly different eras. But I'll be running them both. But as time goes on, they'll find a rate that they fit in with properly. But it does look really good. Both of them look fantastic running around here with a full rake. I absolutely love seeing that. Well, that's a cracking shot for you all. And I think that's where we're going to leave this running session here for this week. That's the Maroon. The Maroon Western leaves its rake of coaches behind. Where's she gone? There she is. So we're going to send her back to collect that. Beautiful filming. There she comes. Sorry about that. I was trying to concentrate on my control pad. Hopefully you got the shot of the other one coming round at the top. And again, this has been running around for ages without any hassle at all. But it's funny, isn't it? Right, okay, I'm going to leave the running session there and I'll come back to you. Right, there we go, all fixed. And I shall just take this opportunity now to say, as usual, thank you ever so much for all your support. It looks like you're all quite enjoying the start of the first part of the scenics, I guess, with the station build. And I hope you like the other items I've got for the station. The overall roof, I'm looking forward to building that. The actual main station building now is coming to a point of, well, kind of being being done. So the overall roof will be next, and then we can work everything else out from there. And I shall see you all, hopefully, in the next episode of Exehaven Harbour. Cheers everybody.